Right now we are in Ethiopian Culture Center, Chanakpur in Delhi, and today we are a special interview with us, Pierrick Fillon-Ashida. He is Research Innovations Head in European Union in India. Recently, many delegations, many collaborations going on between EU and India. But today our topic is yoga and Ayurveda and other effects. So Pierrick after just COVID, he landed India, and so now we talk about his yoga journey in India and overall life in India. So welcome to our program, Pierrick. So just I want to know ki how's your overall experience in yoga in India?
Wow. It's more than yoga experience, it's a life experience because as you said, I came to India just at the end of COVID almost, and my ambition was to know the people on top of my official job, and yoga was a very good chance because yoga is your culture, it's Indian culture, it's spread in all the world, especially in Europe where I come from. So you ask me about yoga experience. I have to say yes, it's yoga integrated in my life.
And also you traveling to many places. So you tell me different cities. You also participate in International Day of Yoga in many government events. So how's your feelings? You feel any benefits in last 2 and 3 years? You think you need to be more research innovation in this field?
Yes, you are right. When I came in soon after, we had the G20 in India, and I think yoga was a theme for the G20 throughout the journey of G20 for India, because it was India in the world. And you showed to the world that we also need peace, and yoga is a way to achieve internal peace as well as peace with others. So yes, your question is what we should do about research in international cooperation. Yoga is one example. Of course, yoga is linked to behavior, and research is very large. You have research in India on space technologies. You are very strong. You are very strong in biotechnologies, in marine science, in IT, AI. So maybe later you will ask me about AI, but AI and yoga. But I have to say yes, that yoga is not one domain as such. It's not alone, standing alone. It's impregnating everything. All the research science can benefit from yoga.
So my next question is ki when you first time landed in India, COVID, how you feel that the toughest time in the summer to live in India, and how's your feeling of your family? How you manage?
Yes, summer is very hard in India. When you are back home, you cannot take a cold shower in summer because the water tank is on the roof. And it's the same. You can almost do yoga on the street because it's so hot that your body is already warm. But you adapt. You have to adapt because you are humans, but you have a biodiversity. So I have to say, all nature in India adapts to summer or winter. It's just a question to find shadow, to be more cool inside you when it's super hot outside. But it's true that for European, especially last year, it was super hot, 50 Celsius. It's something quite tough for us Europeans.
So now everywhere a climate change effect going on. Every year temperature is increasing. If you see the whole world, not only in India. So do you think कि we are that like too much development? Yeah, we cutting the trees. Yeah, many other effect. Like India type of country, we have dense populations, and also Europe have different mechanism. China have different. Other country have different. So how you manage these things, and how is the planning in future? How can manage these things to fight with, because nature when effect on us, then very hard to live life.
Yes. Again, I think it's a matter of our society has put humanity as humans at the middle of the society. Okay, so for the benefit of humans, we use nature, which we have to be very careful because we have to live in harmony. So, for example, you need to plant trees in cities. You cannot only have asphalt road. You need to have water everywhere, water fountain, water source, because it brings humidity. So it's a matter of harmony, and it's a matter of research, because you need to see where there are new technologies can help. Sometimes technologies are can damage the nature, but we have to use it positively. And in terms of yoga, yoga will help you to have a mentality to conceptualize and think about the next step. So climate change is definitely hitting everywhere, especially countries like India, which are very hot in summer and can be cold in winter. But it's the same in Europe. We have a big wind now. We have a water flood. So we need to be more careful.
Another question is, you always talk about the word of jugaad. So how you this word you come in your mind, and now after living more time in India, do you think ki jugaad system also in yoga? Because did you find any yoga teachers they teach you ki how can cool ya cold in the weather? In we have breathing exercise for cooling ourselves.
Yeah, true. I know that you have exercise in yoga, like, yes, Italy. Okay. No, first to Jugaad. Jugaad, because I work on technology innovation, Jugaad is quite nice concept, but it's not negative for me. It's a way to create something that is used with the resource that you have, and cheaper. In Europe, we started like this, but soon in technology, we evolved to very complex systems, and we've almost forgot that there exists simple systems thanks to Jugaad. So for me, Jugaad is super positive. I don't believe Jugaad exists in yoga. As you said, it's not because you do 7 times or 11 times. If your mind is not there, even if you count till 7 or if you count till 11, it will not change for your body, because your body has not understood that it's not the method that matter, is if you internalize the method. So I don't think Jugaad exists, but maybe sometimes it's an issue in the US or in Europe that yoga schools make menu. Okay, if you do that, if you do that, if you do that, 29 postures and so on, then you will be relaxed after 90 minutes. No, I don't think so. And I learned about it especially in India, because I practiced yoga for many years. In yoga class in India, pranayama is very important at the beginning of the class. But if you go to a class of yoga in Europe, you will see that we don't do pranayama so much. Immediately you do kind of tension yoga. So yes, we need something in between.
So my next question is कि now India yoga have bachelor, master, PhD, postdoc, many research. We have 137 kinds of model of yoga of different stage of life, how to fix your problem. We called not like cure, we called how to improve your life. This is not medicine if you have problem. So now many European university also now for old people care, their knees problem, other problem, rehabilitation problem, many collaborations going on. So do you think these collaborations will be more forward in futures for better life? Because everywhere a war is also going on.
Yes, of course. I catch your last word about war. Especially in Europe, we have several wars directly with at the border of Europe. But you ask about yoga, teaching yoga as a science. As a matter of fact, the European Union has some PhD programs and some master programs, and some European scholars come to India to study yoga. I think it's interesting because it's an evolution of the mind, and it benefits if you have PhD students, master students, to establish the context and the concepts and how the concept can be used in today's society. Because if yoga is only for an elite, it's good for the elite, but yoga has to come for the society. So maybe the PhD master students, thanks to their thesis, can create some awareness about yoga, how to do yoga, what are the benefits of yoga. They will write books because they will write a PhD thesis. And maybe some people in the wider society, so it's not only for them to become a PhD that they will do it for the society. So I think it's useful.
So now question about technology. Now technology is very fast. AI is coming. Now thoughts process is depends on technology. Before that, if we want to write something, we need to think 2 hours, 3 hours. So do you think this neuro problem in future is coming more? So how can the European Union, different country culture and Indian way of lifestyle, because this is not new, this is very old, collaborate to fix this problem? Because now you can see the young Gen Z is very fast. Their thoughts process, their delivery.
Yes. No, AI is a matter for everybody. Actually, you have AI, artificial intelligence. I think we should push for EI, emotional intelligence. EI is if you read the scholars, is a concept by which you can even have a better AI if you have emotional knowledge in the AI. I am always optimistic because I am a scientist. So I believe in it, what is new, and also what can help the society. So AI will help the society. The problem, as you said, is that young people might forget to hold a pen, might forget to think by themselves. Like, we have car navigation. In Europe, when I was a child, we didn't have car navigation, so we had a map. And the map, we had to read the map. Imagine the map of Europe to go from France to Germany. And then the GPS, car navigation came, and nobody has a map. They don't know even where they are. They don't know where is north, where is south. And the same can happen with AI. So people will say, oh, Amit, the journalist, is asking me a question. I don't know. Let me ask AI. And then I will read what the AI tell me I should tell you. So I think in your domain, as a journalist, it's also a big danger because you don't know what is true, what is not true. So AI is an issue. And the problem I see is that AI is going very fast because it's algorithms that learn itself. So what you have now and what you will have in 3 months, is a big difference in AI because the system can automatically build. So the AI in 3 months has learned a lot. If you take a child and you ask the same question to the child 3 months later, the child will almost have the same answer 3 months later, 6 months later, because the child is growing. But the speed of the AI growing, 6 months later, the AI knows much more. It's like when we say, dog years. So 1 year of a dog life is 7 years for a human. I think it's the same. Maybe 1 year of AI is 40 years of a human because it goes very fast in terms of knowledge.
So my last question is, you traveling all over the India, north, east, south, here, there. How's your overall experiences? And you can tell your memories within short form. How you explain India? Because we call this is also the same like Europe. We are one country, but we have every 1 kilometer India change. And you also very like to be learn and enjoy the society, system, and culture.
I have been in India almost 5 years now. I visited several places during summer, during winter, north, south, east, west. Wow, I didn't know it's a vast continent. It's one country, as you said, is diverse like Europe. So if you are in the south, it's like you are in Spain. If you are in the north, you are in Finland. So Finland and Spain have completely different culture, completely different language, different food, different habits, different clothes, different skin colors. So in India, I learned the diversity. I would say we are very diverse in Europe, but in India, you are also very diverse. So I have no place where I love better in India. There are some places that are very nice. For example, I like Ladakh because it reminds me a little bit more cool area of Europe. I like Tamil Nadu. I like Kolkata, Bengal, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Bangalore. So the places are all different, absolutely all different. So yes, my experience in India was super nice. I learned a lot. I have also strong Asian interest. My wife is Japanese. I lived in Japan. I spent some time in China. I visited all the countries of Asia for my job. So for me, it was a discovery, your country, Bharat. So I wish you all the best, Amit, and thank you for having asked me on yoga.
One last question. Now, how do you think India-EU relations going to be in this era of many diplomacy going on? So I just want 1 or 2 sentences for EU-India relations. How do you think as a research innovations in field? We're not going to the political field.
Yeah, not political. As you said, for me, Bharat, India is a necessary partner of Europe. For one first good reason is we are an agglomerate on each side of diverse states, of diverse people. So we fit very well. Because we know the respect of culture, the respect of science, education. I think that the relationship you have seen recently is definitely increasing, and it's not only because of the pressure of the political geopolitics, but it's a necessity to develop each other and to learn each other. So I believe what I will see, I expect is more European companies will come here, more European products, and opposite Indian products, Indian people coming to Europe. No, it's a good opportunity for both sides, and if the partnership is balanced, it will work well. If the partnership is not balanced, it has to be a win-win, absolutely. So I am very optimistic.
So thank you very much for your time. And so now you can see EU-India relations same like is yoga. So if you are practice well, your improvement will going very well. So in yoga also we call, if you are practice 9 months of yoga every day, you are baby of yoga. Same 9 planet in the sky. So you have research, innovations, many good places for society development, system development. India have ancient culture with 6 extreme weather and very hard working people. So this is Pierrick Fillon-Ashida from European Union in India, and he is also a very long time yoga practitioner with whole family. Amit Deshmukh, India Abroad, New Delhi.